Okay, so this is the revision session. We are going to learn about what the present indefinite tense is and how we can convert the active and passive into each other and vice versa. So for any type of sentence, there are three categories or three or four types of the sentence that are there. The first is affirmative, the second is negative, and the third one is interrogative. And the fourth category that is made by combining the negative and interrogative type of the sentence, that it is known as interrogative negative. I'm not writing the full spelling to save the time. Whenever you add not or no in any type of sentence, it actually says a negative of something. So this is the negative type of the sentence. Whenever you ask a question in a sentence, it will be the interrogative type of that particular sentence. And affirmative, of course, it's a simple statement or a declarative statement, or if you say simply something, that type of sentence will be the affirmative. For example, in this tense, I have just mentioned that Article 6 of the Constitution protects the democracy of the country. So in this particular sentence, no question is being asked, nothing is being stated in negative, it's simply a statement. So this is the affirmative type of the sentence. And in every sentence, there are almost two or three types of kinds of words that are always there. The first type of word is the subject, and the second type of the word is verb, and the third one is object. The person or thing that performs any action, that do something, is called subject. And the work that is being done, the function that is being done in the sentence is called verb. And the kind of thing or person on which the action is being done is called object. For example, in this sentence, Article 6, it's like a provision, it's like a point in the Constitution. Constitution is the guidebook of how country runs. Okay. So this is doing something. What does it doing? It is protecting something. So even though this is a thing, this is not kind of a person, but this is actually performing action. The action of protecting something. Are you guys clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this will be recognized as subject in this sentence because it is protecting itself. It is an action. It is doing an action. So this will be subject. And then the action that is being performed is the action of protection. So here the protect will be verb. And then the final thing on which the action being done, like Article 6, what does it protect? It protects the democracy in the country. And you guys are very well aware what is the democracy and what is Article 6. Article 6, you might not be familiar with this, but you guys must have been familiar with democracy. Clear? Are you guys any confusion related to subject, verb and object? Yes?
No.
Subject is like the action, who's doing the action, the verb is the action, and the object is the action is performing on the.
Absolutely good. Subject is something or someone that does the action. Verb is action itself, and object is something on which the action is being done. Clear? Yes, Harshit?
The object always comes on the last of the sentence.
Yes. In generally speaking, object comes in the last of the sentence in active voice, not in the passive voice. Okay? Okay. So in all of the passive voices, this is simple sequence. We first of all put subject, then verb, and then object. Instead of this interrogative type of the sentence. Whenever the tense is the present indefinite tense, you simply put the subject, you simply put the object, and then which type of verb you put over here? It is the first form of verb. Which form of verb is there in the present indefinite?
First form.
Always the first form. And there is little bit confusion that you need to put S or ES sometimes in case when the subject is he or she or it or any single name, any single person that is standing there. For example, Article 6 is single name, right?
Yes, sir.
It is not a collection of articles, so this is singular. So whenever subject is he, she, it or single name, you need to add S or ES with the verb in present indefinite tense. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you have to make the negative of the present indefinite tense, you simply put subject and then you add do or does not. Either of them. You need to put either do or does, and then not, then only the first form of verb, and then the object. Okay, being precise. Just like we put S or ES when the subject is he, she, it or singular name, in the same way you put does if the subject is he, she, it or any single name. Clear? Otherwise you will put do.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. Any questions up till now?
No.
Okay. Then let's move towards the negative interrogative class. One thing I forgot to. If you put does, then you don't have any need to add s or es with the first form because you already have put es with the first form of verb, that is do. So even if the subject is he, she, it or single name and you have already written does, then you don't have any need to put again s or es with the first form of the verb. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. So in interrogative type of the sentence, you simply put this do or does in the start of the sentence and the remaining structure will remain same. The subject, if there is negative also in the sentence, then you will put not, otherwise you will not. And then the first form of the verb, sorry for my poor writing, I'm trying to hurry as early as possible. Okay. The first form of verb and object. So this was all about the structure of present indefinite tense that will be in our exam. Any questions right now?
No, sir.
Okay. So the next thing, Nafir, are you tired?
No.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so next challenge is how we can make the passive voice of that particular. In the passive voice, in any type of passive voice, the very first requirement is to put object in the place of subject. For example, in this sentence, this was the object, the democracy of the country. Democracy in the country. This was the object on which the action was being done. So you put object in the start and you put the subject in the place of object where the object used to be. The subject in this sentence was Article 6 of the Constitution. I'm not writing the full words. Article 6 of Constitution. So up till now we have replaced the subject with object and object with subject. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in passive voice, in all kinds of passive voice tenses, there is always third form that we write over there. Clear? There is no other form of verb will be there in passive voice. So this is the way verb protect, and its third form will be the protected. Protected. Clear? We have the object over here. We have the subject. We have put the third form of the verb in the passive voice. Clear? Now the question arises, the third form of the verb sometimes signifies the past tense, sometimes it signifies the perfect tense. How we are going to actually identify that this is the present indefinite, not the present perfect, or not the other type of the past tense or the future tense? By putting helping verb over here. The helping verb in the present indefinite tense in a passive voice is am or are. Okay, so these is, am or are along with the third form of verb are showing that this tense is particularly present indefinite. Clear? Yes, Nafir.
Sir,
Yes, Adnan.
sir, like negative and interrogative is the fourth form. Like affirmative and negative is not possible. Or affirmative and interrogative.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Like the fourth type is negative interrogative.
All four types are possible in active voice as well as in passive voice. I will get to that
In
point.
passive voice, always there is third form.
Yes, there is always third form of verb of main verb in the passive voice, and then you have to add by.
Ma'am, sir, at the active voice, there is first form only. In active voice.
No, in active voice there is lot of different forms of verb in other kinds of tenses that are used. In our course, we have only two tenses. In present indefinite, you only use first form of verb. In past indefinite, affirmative, you use the second form. Otherwise, in past indefinite, negative or interrogative, you use second form with derivative. Clear? I'll get to that point. Okay, if you have to make it negative, you simply let the subject be in its place. Democracy in the country. This was the subject. Are you guys able to read what I'm trying to write on the?
Yes.
On the country. This was the subject. Then you put the helping verb is, am, are. Then you simply put not in case of negative in passive voice. And then you write the third form of the verb, that is the protected, and the other part of the sentence will remain the same. Clear?
Yes.
If you want to make it interrogative, you simply put any of this is, am, are. So because the democracy in the country is singular verb, so we will only put is, not negative, either the am or the are. Okay, so there will be is in this case. Clear? Okay. If you want to make it an interrogative sense, you simply put this helping verb in the start of the sentence. So, is democracy in the country protected by the Article 6 of the Constitution? And you have to put question mark at the end. So, are you guys clear? You guys have any questions? Yes, Ahmed.
So like before, in present indefinite, the sentence is Ryan beats Ali.
Rayan beats Ali. Okay, this
So
is.
then in the passive voice, it will be Ali is beaten by Ryan.
Yes, true, right.
So then in the negative, it will be Ali isn't beaten by Ryan.
Ali
Yes,
doesn't.
right.
And then
No, you don't put does in passive voice. You only put does in active voice of the present indefinite.
It's not beaten by Ryan. And then in the intransitive, it will be is Ali beaten?
Is Ali beaten by Rayan? Okay. If it's interrogative and negative, then you will say is Ali not beaten by Rayan? So this was any more questions? Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So thank you so much, Rafi. Can you please stop it?
Okay.